Hello Shamai and welcome back to this Everton save on the Football Manager beta, and we are playing against a very in-form Arsenal side today. They are in excellent form, and as you can see here, our form has been inconsistent. Now, last episode I did say we had a month to save our job, and there wasn't a points target for us. It just said we need to be in a better position in a month's time. Now, if we take a look at our schedule, we are actually unbeaten in 4 matches in the Premier League. So it is an improved situation. Unfortunately, we've only won one of those matches. You did see the 2-2 draw against Man United. A fantastic comeback from us there. Thought it would give us a little bit of a confidence booster. Then we went away to Burnley, took the lead twice, and were pegged back twice. Unfortunately, Jeff Hendrick scored with 5 minutes to go to deny us a key win. And then I tried to play around with a new tactic, and it really didn't work. 4-0 defeat to Manchester United in the Cup, and then we finally got the breakthrough. After 12 games in the league without a win, we beat Crystal Palace on a penalty. Leighton Baines with the only goal of the game there. And then we've just drawn against West Brom 1-1, and we absolutely battered them. We had 19 shots, 12 on target. Moussa Dembele and Sandro, and even Oumar Niasse that game, had an awful game, and we should have scored at least 4 or 5 goals. Since last episode, I have signed a few players as well, and when I say a few players, I mean quite a lot. We signed Ruben Vezo from Valencia for just 5 million. A very nice signing there. 23-year-old has got a bit of potential about him. We also signed Ryan Sessegnon. Most English football fans will know who this guy is, the wonder kid at Fulham. We signed him for just £12 million. He could earn a lot more money back from when we sell him in the future. And we also signed Jerome Prior as a backup goalkeeper. Very cheap, just 2.8 million for him, just to replace Joel Robles, who will be leaving in just 4 days' time. And then we signed Fabian Delph for 8.5 million, which I thought was a really good buy, but apparently the fans didn't agree with that. And our dynamics have improved a fair bit. And if we look here, well, okay, last time I checked, this wasn't what it looked like. And no one opposed me. But for whatever reason, Yannick Bolasie hates me. I have no idea what I've done to him, but he absolutely hates me. And if you take a look at the team for today then, I've made one change from the 1-1 draw last game against West Brom. We have Pickford in goals, Seamus Coleman, Michael Keane and Ruben Vezo, the new player, who's played 3 games and he's not really been the best, but we're keeping him with him for now. Leighton Baines left back, Idrissa Gueye, James McCarthy and Ross Barkley in midfield. They played really well their last game. Gylfi Sigurdsson behind the 2 strikers, who are Oumar Niasse and Sandro, because Moussa Dembele has been dropped to the bench because he really didn't play very well last game, not going to lie. 20 goals for Oumar Niasse, and he was actually, a bid did come in for him for 13 million. I thought, I want a little bit more money than that for him, because he scored a lot of goals this season. And there's a couple of players here, Fabian Delph haven't registered him yet, and Ryan Sessegnon, who don't make the squad today, but they very well may make the squad fairly soon. Like I said then, against a very in-form Arsenal team today, and a couple of new things have been added here. Mesut Ozil with most assists, Sandro says most assists, Oumar Niasse is our highest average player, and oh, this is cool, it adds a couple of things in here. I'm assuming that means Francis Coquelin, yeah, nearly banned. Oh, that's interesting. They've added a couple of new things. There was a little patch and these things have been added. Best assists, I'm assuming that's most goals. Yeah. If we go to the dressing room now, it's going to be a tough game. We've got nothing to lose here. Let's try and give them a game. Try to take the pressure off them a little bit, but that doesn't seem to have worked. And if we lose today, that very may well be our last game in charge of Everton, because they said they wanted us to improve things, and while we have improved things, we haven't improved it by much. I mean, we should be in the top half of the table. And there's a couple of games, that Burnley game and especially the West Brom game last game, we should have won. And in our earlier season form, when we had players scoring left, right and centre, we would have won those games. Free kick comes here then. Sandro with the ball. We're heading back a little bit, it seems. Seamus Coleman now with Idrissa Gueye, who's got a bit of space. It's a good tackle by Kolasinac now. And away come Arsenal with the ball. Mesut Ozil, lovely tackle by James McCarthy. He had a very good game last game. All 3 midfielders did. That's why I'm sticking with them. Niasse with the ball now. It's a little bit bunched in there. And the thing is, I don't really have the space to fiddle about with brand new formation. Now, Coquelin's into the box. Oh, Pickford, come on, man. How has he not saved that? It's gone straight at him and he's hit it into the back of the net. I mean, he's had an awful second half of the season as well, Jordan Pickford. Lacazette with the ball. I mean, it's awful defending. It's so easy. There's 3 players for Arsenal there. But Jordan Pickford has got to save that. There can't be that much power behind it. That's a really, really disappointing start. And the nightmare scenario where we go 1-0 down within like 5 minutes and have to chase the game. Not a good start. And for some reason, Nias is already on a 6.4 rating. Maybe they counted that as a mistake that led to a goal. Oh, this, if we get our fair share, we're winning our fair share of headers. Maybe we need to get more balls into the box. We're approaching half-time here really, really quickly. It doesn't look like there's going to be another high... Okay, here we go. Walcott with a free kick. It comes into the box, and it's dropped. Oh, Jesus Christ, Mustafi should have scored that. It should be 2-0. And there's something straight from the goal kick here. Maybe we can get something just before half-time. Nias doesn't win the header, but it comes to McCarthy. Up to Bark. Was it... What? What's going on? There's 2 players there, and they didn't get the ball. None of them thought, nah, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave the ball, run past. Now Arsenal are coming back at us with Wilshere to Coquelin. Barkley blocks it, but they've still got it. Walcott now. So much space for Bellerin. The ball is going to come into the box, and it's a decent save by Pickford. But oh my God, what happened then? We had a great chance to play the ball through, and the 2 players made the run and just completely forgot about the ball. Kolasinac with the ball now. Out in the wing, good tackle by Nias. There will be no counter-attack. And it looks like, oh my God, 6.2 and 6.3 ratings for our strikers. It's not been the best first half. And it's just so annoying because we should have won 2 games. Our last 2 games, essentially. And it's just so frustrating to see players missing absolute beggars chances. And it's just... I don't know what to do because I can't completely change the tactics. We're halfway through the season. I don't really have much to change anyway. Like I can't change it so drastically that we're starting a completely new tactic halfway through the season. But our strikers today have been particularly poor. Walcott on the ball now, up to Coquelin, to Ozil. Right, Nias has got the ball. What can he do with it? He's not really going anywhere, but Coleman's made a nice run. Comes inside to Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson through Sandro. Oh, and it's a good tackle, to be fair. I mean, you can't really do anything about that. It was a really, really good last-ditch tackle by Mustafi. We've got it back here, though. Sandro. Nias strikes it from distance. Oh, he's hit the post. Wow. I was kind of annoyed that he took a shot on from there, but he's actually hit the post. And we're going to have to make a sub because it's just not working. It's really not working. Ball cleared away now. Kolasinac has got it, though. It's going to come straight back at us. Out goes to Bellerin. Where's our midfield? Walcott. Crossed it into the box. Lacazette. Oh, he should have scored. Arsenal have had a couple of really, really good chances. Another highlight here. I didn't really know what happened then. Walcott with the ball into Wilshere. Out wide it goes to Kolasinac, who's coming at us again. Nice interception by Idrissa Gueye. Coleman now. Up to Idrissa Gueye again, who hits it straight at an Arsenal player, and we've gone all the way back to the goal. Okay, a really big kick by Pickford, but it hasn't really... Nias didn't win the header. Alexis into the box, back post. It's headed back... What is going on? What an awful header. Who is that? Leighton Baines at the back post. Heading it straight back across goal. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with this team? They're just making really, really stupid decisions. We're going to bring Dembele on. Corner comes in and it's a good save from Pickford. Unfortunately. See, if he wouldn't made that stupid save right at the start, then we could be still drawing this 0-0. We'll be on for a good result. Cross comes in and goes straight to Pickford. Right, what's going on? What are you doing with this? Big kick up. Not really a big kick. That was actually a really poor kick. James McCarthy's won it back though. Up to Nias, who's had a really, really awful game. Gives it to Coleman. Coleman back to Nias. He's in on the edge of the box. Crosses it. Oh, and it's deflected. There's so many of those chances in this game where it just looks like it's nowhere near going in. And it makes it sound like it's really, really close. But it's actually just not. Right, we're 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go and Ross Barkley's injured. It's one of those games. Oh my God, alright, I'm making a double sub. Rooney can come on as well. And we're gonna... Should we just go for it? Should we go attack? We'll go attack him, we'll up the tempo. Get more closing. I don't want to pump the ball into the box. There we go. We're gonna go for the game. We need to. We're 1-0 down. What's the point in just sitting back right now? There's 15 minutes to go, and our changes obviously haven't done anything because the 10 minutes have just skipped past, and absolutely nothing has happened. We're into the last 10 minutes now. It'd be nice if we could do something in the last few minutes. We're going to move up Adrissagay to behind the striker as well. And he can't really play. Can anyone who's on the pitch play behind the striker? Not really. Okay. Well, Adrissagay's moving up there anyway. I will move Schneider into an advanced playmaker on attack if it lets me do it. Right, we may just go for it, lads. Where's the instructions gone? Go away. Now we'll pump the ball. We're going to overload, shoot on sight, run a defence, go route 1, get stuck in. We'll see if we can't nick it in added time. There's a corner for Arsenal though, which doesn't really bode well for us. It'd be nice if we could get this straight up the other end and score. Nah, it's not happening. Mursak with a free kick to Walcott. There's 40 seconds unless we launch a really quick counter attack. Oh, good shot by Giroud, almost making it 2-0. And it's just been such a weak performance. Like, we haven't been awful. It's not as if Arsenal have been all over us. But it's been such a weak performance. We've got a free kick here, so maybe a last-minute chance. Baines, it's an awful free kick. And there goes the full-time whistle. It's a 1-0 defeat. It's such a weak performance. Like I've just said, I know it's Arsenal and it's a tough one. It's always going to be a tough one. And if we lose Ross Barkley for a long period of time now, that could be a big problem as well. How long is he out for? 6 to 7 weeks. That's a little bit upsetting. And if we take a look at the table, we're still 14th. There's a big gap between us and the relegation zone, so we don't have to worry about that. But we need to be up in 10th, which is 7 points above us. So it's not looking very good at the moment. And there is still a very good chance that we could be sacked by the end of January. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.